What's up, YouTube? Tim Movies here. Now, here is my opening slash streaming segment where I talk about the films that are coming out this week, whether it be a deer, streaming, etc. All right, here is what you look forward to. All right, now if you guys don't know, Saturday, by the way, cinema day, so movie tickets are going to be $3 all day on Saturday. So definitely going to be having a fun time on Saturday, just so you know. Anyway, here are the films that's coming out. First up, we got the new film Hunk for Jesus, Save Your Soul, which I admit that's a terrible title, but the movie actually looks really intriguing. This does star Regina Hall. You got Sterling K. Brown, two actors I really do admire. I don't really watch too much of This Is Us or anything like that, but I have seen like Sterling K. Brown's in a couple of episodes, and he is really good. But of course, I always liked him in People vs. O.J. Simpson. I mean, he has outside of This Is Us, he has shown time and time that he's a really capable actor and other stuff. Now, this film, by the way, is actually produced by Jordan Peele, and here's what it's about. It's a satire comedy that stars Regina Hart as Trinity Childs, the proud first lady of a Southern Baptist megachurch, who, together with her husband, Pastor Lee Curtis Childs, played by Sterling K. Brown, once served a congregation in the tens of thousands. But after scandal forces their church to temporarily close, Trinity and Lee Curtis must reopen their church and rebuild their congregation to make the biggest comeback that commodified religion has ever seen. And the trailer for this, I have really enjoyed the trailer. It looks really intriguing. And I mean, I've always been a fan of Richard Hart ever since Scary Movie. Let's be real. So see her just in anything, I'll just watch it in a heartbeat. All right. Also out, we got a film called GG&8, which this is literally a film I never really knew too much about until I saw the trailer, and I was sold since I saw that little trailer. Now, this is pretty much like a family based film where a young man with a bright future suffers a fatal accident and recreates his life with the help of an unlikely friend who just happens to be a monkey. So yeah, I mean, it looks really interesting, cute, charming. The film is led by Charlie Rowe, who I remember on that show Red Band Society, who was really good in that. Why they got rid of Red Band Society is still beyond me, but and it also has some other cool cast members too. Like you got Jim Belushi's in this. You got Marsha Gay Harden. It looks really interesting. Check out. I mean, who does not love a good animal based film? So hopefully this will be decent. All right. On Netflix, now we got a couple of stuff coming to Netflix. We got I Came By, which is a new Netflix film that stars Hugh Bonneville from Downton Abbey fame, George McKay, who was in 1917, and Kelly McDonald from not Downton Abbey, from Boardwalk Empire fame. Here's what this is about. When Toby breaks into the home of a renowned former High Court judge, Sir Hector Blaine, played by Hugh Bonneville, um, he discovers a shocking secret that leads him on a journey which puts him and those closest to him in great danger. Now, the trailer for this looks really intriguing. Looks very intense. Looks like there's gonna be lots of twists and turns here. I mean, could be interesting to check out. All right, we also got a film called Love in the Villa, which stars Cat Graham, for all you Vampire Diaries fans, as well as Tom Hopper, who's best known for Umbrella Academy fame. Now, this movie is also from the same director of Ghost Rider and Daredevil, so the movie version, by the way, not the TV version. So that says a little something here. Here's what this film's about. A young woman, played by Cat Graham, takes a trip to romantic Verona, Italy, after a breakup, only to find that the villa she reserved was double booked, and she'll have to share her vacation with a cynical British man. All right, what's it with films this year, including someone who's going to a reservation and it's double book. I mean, we got a comedy romantic version, which is this. Then next week we got a horror version similar, which is Barbarian. So cool, I guess. But anyway, the trailer did not really pique my interest at all. I mean, Cat Graham, I have seen her in stuff here and there. Like she played Jay Pinkett Smith in that Tupac biopic. She was in Vampire Diaries. I mean, she has done some really cool performances, but I don't know. This did not really. The trailer did not do anything for me. And Tom Hopper, I mean, I'm really glad to see him branching out after Umbrella Academy. I'm still hoping he's Wonder Man in the MCU, but we'll see if that actually ever happens. But I don't know. Maybe this will be decent. I mean, I'm clearly not the demographic for this, so Anyway, all right. We also got a couple of Ivy and Bean film adaptations. Like remember last year when Netflix did like these Fear Street movies and they released each film like weekly, like during one week, then the other week they dropped the second half, then the third week they dropped the final half. They're not really doing it with this franchise, with this trilogy. Instead, they're just dropping this all at once. So cool, I guess, sir. Now these Ivy and Bean books are based on children books here, and here's what it's about. When Bean learns that her neighbor Ivy has a knack for magic, they team up to cast a spell on Bean's older sister that will make her dance forever. So yeah, and there's like some other ones which, to be honest, these movies are not for me. Like, they're mostly, seems like they're more aimed at preschoolers, so I'm not really all that interested. I mean, they do got some interesting cast members, though. You got, besides some newcomers I never heard of, you got Justin Tyler Ferguson from Modern Family fame. You got Jane Lynch is in this, so that has to go for it, but I'm not really that interested. All right, now we also got a couple of re-releases out this week, besides the fan release of Rafa Khan. So there's that. Um, there is the re-release of Spider-Man: No Way Home with some very last minute footage and stuff like that. So there are some scenes in this that was not really featured in the first halves in the first time we saw it. So interested to see what those are. We also got Jaws IMAX 3D, which I know I'll definitely be seeing because I've seen Jaws plenty of times, but never on the big screen. I mean, of course, this is literally the second Spielberg movie I'm seeing on the big screen this year. The falling behind ET. So, and I'm just glad they re-released the original Jaws and not re-releasing Jaws 3D because that's the worst out of the franchise. All right, now we also got some other films out this week. We got a movie called Wire Room, which is one of the fun films that Bruce Willis is starring in, and it also features Kevin Dillon from Entourage fame. Here's what Wire Room is about. While on Wire Room duty, a high-tech command center is surveilling the most dangerous criminals. A federal agent listens to the target that is attacked in his home by a hit squad without burning the wire. He must protect the investigation and the target's life from the confines of a room 50 miles away. Sad to say, you know, I'm still very sad about Bruce Willis' condition and everything. But I'm not gonna lie, this I'm not really all that excited for this. It is really a shame that Bruce Willis has been doing these type of films, and after seeing everything that's been going with him, I can now see why. But yeah, I'm just not all that Joe for. I'll probably watch him maybe just to honor him, but yeah, I mean, it's a shame we're probably never really gonna see Bruce go back to his diehard roots or anything. But man, I do miss old Bruce Willis. That guy was always terrific. Whether it was Die Hard, Last Boy Scout, really really sad to see him going this way. All right. Also out this week, we got a movie called One Way, which stars Machine Gun Kelly, Travis Fimmel, Kevin Bacon, and Storm Reed. Here's what this is about. After robbing his former crime boss, a badly wounded man goes on the run with a duffel bag full of cash and drugs. After hopping a bus to the California desert, he must devise a plan to escape his pursuers. And I'm just gonna say right now, this looks terrible. So yeah, I mean MGK I don't mind, but sometimes he could be a hit mess once in a while. So yeah, I'm not all that excited for this thing. All right, we also got a documentary called African American Family, which is an honest and unflattering look at the close knit Philadelphia family dealing with generational substance abuse. Don't really know much about that. Sounds like an interesting doc. All right, we also got a film called Barrel, which actually features Draco Malfoy himself, Tom Felton in this, so that's cool. Here's what this is about. A, s- a small group of Russian soldiers have the task of taking Hitler's undiscovered remains back to the Stalin in Moscow. A small group of Russian oh, I already read that. So yeah, this sounds like I mean a film where like Russian soldiers are literally taking Hitler's remains. That's the whole movie, people. Okay, that sounds like a weird plot. All right. Uh, we also got some interesting, horror fairs. We got a horror film coming, I believe, coming to Shutter called Tiny Cinema, which is a sci-fi horror film where a mysterious man tells six twisted tales of seemingly unconnected strangers whose lives will change in incredible and bizarre ways. As reality unravels, each person must battle incredible challenges from a multiverse. Multiverse. Here we go again. More multiverses. All right. While seeking answers to the essential questions of life, death, love, and future. Looks really interesting. I mean, looks really creepy. I mean, I love a good anthology horror film, whether it's like the VHS films or ABC Adepts. I'm intrigued to see what to check this one out. We also got a movie called The Harbinger. When a family moves their troubled daughter to a small town and their neighbors start mysteriously dying, they fear something evil has followed them. Now, this actually does star Pocahontas herself, Irene Bedard, as well as Mackenzie McGraw, who was just seen as who pretty much played a foul mouth little girl in the recent Black Phone. So I'm gonna see her getting more work here because she was so good in the Black Phone. I mean, I'm really glad to see her getting more recognition because she was really good in that. A little bit of a foul mouth, but hey, I highly doubt she's a foul mouth in this though. So. All right. We also got a horror film coming to Shutter called Who Invited Them, which stars Ryan Henson for all you Veronica Mars fans. Now here's what it's about. Adam and Margot's housewarming party is a success. One couple linger after the other guests, revealing themselves to be wealthy neighbors. As one nightcap leads to another, Adam and Margot suspects their new friends are duplicitous strangers. So, sounds interesting. I mean, Shutter has made some hit and misses over the years. This could be a train. I've been hearing some decent stuff about, so maybe it'll be decent. And Ron has done some intriguing horror films too. Like he actually appeared in that Friday the 13th reboot years ago. So always cool to see Henson pop up on stuff. If you guys don't know, he also been in stuff like Two Broke Girls. He was in superhero movie. I've always liked him. He really steals lots of scenes every time he's in there. All right. Also out, we got a French movie called Welcome to Bojangles. It stars Virginia Afra and Roman Darras. Virginia was recently seen in that Vendetta movie that I know was really cool. Anyway, here's what this is about. In front of their boy, Camilla and George dance on their favorite song, Mr. Bojangles. With them, there is only place for fun and fantasy. The one who shows the way is the mother. The unpredictable was she leads them into a worldwide of poetry so that the party continues again and again, no matter what happens. Man Love has never lived up to its name so well. Looks really intriguing right there. All right, we also got another French movie called Peter Von Kent, which is directed by Fernand Ozon and stars a former French actor Denis Monochet. Well, I cannot really speak French. And granted, I'm also half French too, so that says something. Anyway, now here's what this is about. It stars Manochan in the Tyro and co-stars icons Isabel Adjani and Hannah Shag- Shagula, who celebrates the 50th anniversary of the classic Rainer Warren. Werner Fassbender, The Bitter Tears of Peter Von Kent, which retells. So could be interesting there. I do watch some French cinema. I don't really watch as much as I should, but there are some French cinemas I have enjoyed, so it could be interesting. Now we do got some TV shows also premiering. Like we got the Hulu series The Patient, which by the way I just saw 2 episodes and this show was insane. Now, if you guys don't know much about The Patient, it's about a therapist played by Steve Carell who is held captive by a serial killer played by Domino Gleason, who seeks therapeutic help to curb his homicidal urges. And yeah, Dominic Gleeson, of course, plays the killer here, and Steve Carell. Holy cow! Once again, Carell really showcased his acting talents. Like, obviously, we always know Steve Carell as Michael Scott from The Office, and Anchorman, 4 Year Version. But when he wants to get into the serious realm, he could get into it. I mean, whether it's Foxcatcher, whether it's Little Miss Sunshine, the way back, or even the morning show. I mean, the guy has some acting range, and here it really shows up. And Domino Gleeson, by the way, man, he's always terrific. All right. Also on Netflix, now on Netflix, we got a series called Fakes, which tells the story of two best friends who accidentally build one of the largest fake ID empires in North America. They move into a downtown penthouse, have more cash than they know what to do with it, and get raided by the feds. So yeah, this I didn't even hear anything about this before I saw the trailer, but man, the trailer really won me over. It looks crazy. Feels like literally looks like a female version of Superbad in a way. I guess Booksmart was that, but this looks like another female version of Superbad. So yeah, I'm intrigued to see check this one out. All right, we also got a Netflix series called Devil in Ohio, which is actually based on a book of the same name, starring Emily Deschanel from Bones fame. Determined to protect a young patient who escaped a mysterious cult, a psychiatrist takes the girl in, putting her own family and life in danger. And the trailer for this looks creepy. I mean, nice seeing Emily Deschanel back, like, in something out, since Bones ended, so that's cool. Looks really intriguing. I mean, could be interesting to check out. And last but not least, the big show that's premiering this week, we of course got Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. I decided to save the best for last, people, and uh, I'm excited for this thing. I mean, I'm not really the biggest Lord of the Rings guy, but I have really dug these trailers, and they look. This series looks intriguing. Of course, it is like takes place thousands of years before the events of Lord of the Rings. I mean, I'm intrigued to see where they're gonna take this series to. It looks interesting. You got some interesting cast members in this. It could be terrible in my opinion, but I've been hearing some really decent stuff about it, so hopefully the series won't disappoint. But yeah, that's pretty much all that's premiering this week. Not anything too major. Obviously, yeah, September's gonna be a little bit of a dead month, really. But there are some really intriguing stuff coming out. But let me leave you guys. Which of these films or shows are you excited for? Are you excited? Are you actually interested in watching Jaws back in the years, or Spider-Man Far From Home? Are you interested in Honk for Jesus, Gigi and Nate, Love and Novella, Lord of the Rings, etc.? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Simmy signing out.